back to my channel. So today I wanted to create this look. I'm gonna pop in the picture for you guys. I've had this saved for quite a while, so let's just jump right into it. I haven't done like a tutorial in a bit where I'm just sitting chatting. So we're gonna start priming our eyes. As always, we're gonna start with my pink pot in laying low, and I'm gonna use my Sigma Precision flat P80 brush. I wish Sigma would bring this brush back. This brush is so good for applying paint pot products, you know, to the area. So I'm gonna apologize in advance if I'm talking, when I'm talking, I should say, not if I'm talking. And I'm gonna be saying a lot of and pausing a lot, because the past 2 weeks, I'm gonna say, I have felt like it's been very hard for me to like articulate. Like I feel like I get stuck, you know. I don't know if it's because I've been in a lot of pain lately, which I might be talking about updating things here. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm trying to keep the video not too long, see what I mean? And then my throat is like really scratchy today, so I hope I'm not getting sick. So let's set that with our Charlotte Tilbury powder, which you always use in medium 2. So the pain that I've been having is in my lower right side, on the right side of my lower back, so I should be saying. And I already went to the doctor and they did an x-ray. And my doctor said it's, I guess they call it a sciatica. I don't know. But I'm gonna start hopefully physical therapy soon for that. And let me tell you, it was excruciating. I have a high tolerance for pain, and I was in agony. Like it was like a level 20 for me. Usually it takes a lot for me to say that. I don't think I've ever been in this much pain in a very long time. The last time I could remember where I was having this much pain in my body was probably in my early years of my diagnosis. So like in 1990, between, yeah, like 90, 92, during that time when I was in the hospital. So I'm happy to say that the pain is better. So instead of it being like a 20, it's like a 4 or 5 on the days. But I find that at night is when it's the worst. Like when I lay down, oh my God, like I'm in bed, all of a sudden I feel it, and it's not like I can just rub it out. You know, that sounded wrong. I can rub out the pain. I really can't. And sometimes I try, but you know, it's like it feels like a Charlie horse. That's what it feels like. And those are terrible. Anyway, so I'm going to use this palette. I've never used it. I purchased it a long time ago, so I'm sorry if it's not available anymore, but I want to use my makeup, you guys. So this is from Artist Couture. It's the Supreme Nudes Matte Masterpiece. I don't know if that's focusing. And that's the box. And this is the packaging. I absolutely love the packaging. It's so small and it's so sleek. Like, do you see that? It's so pretty. And it's so compact. So let me show you the colors before we get started. And I love that it opens up completely flat. So you guys just, I don't know what you saw. Let me see, I'm trying to angle it. Can you guys see those? Is that better? It's upside down, so I do apologize for that. But the mirror is huge. I'm gonna show it like that so you guys can get it in. And I still have the film on. I'm not gonna peel it off now. So the color, not the color, the look is very simple on the eyes. And really the drama, if you want to say drama, is like on the lips. And I've had this lip color for a while. So like I said, I really planned ahead this look. Some items I might have changed because they're not available anymore or not in my collection anymore. But nonetheless, let's get started. So is this the brush I want? Yeah, my E25. This is like the absolute, my favorite brush. I've been using not this exact one, but this brush in particular from Sigma since I started my YouTube channel. I was first introduced to the brushes because I used to watch Makeup by Tiffany. I don't know if that's still the name of her channel anymore. But I used to see her using Sigma brushes all the time, and I loved how her makeup looked all the time. Then I started seeing more and more, and then I just did the plunge, and I went in with the embossed set, a blue set. Like if I can find a picture, I'll pop it in here. So anyways, I've been using Sigma brushes since my entire time I've been doing YouTube. And Real Techniques is the other brand that I have so many brushes of them as well. So once Real Techniques came out, Sam and Nicole came out with their makeup line, I bought their brushes as well. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna go with the color Canvas all over the eye. So we're gonna go in with this shade right here first. So I like to use a really fluffy brush when I'm just gonna do like an all over color on the eye, because it just really makes it easy. You just buff it in like that, you see? So this is a really easy way to apply color on your eyelid if you just don't want to be so exact and you kind of want to blend it out at the same time. And I know that looks like it didn't absolutely do anything to my eye, but that's the whole point. I want to have like a very simple, like, can you see the difference? This is just the laying low with the powder, and this is the eyeshadow. So I brightened up the eye a little bit. And if you look at the picture, her eyes look very like bright and simple, like kind of opened and alert, which I'm trying to look today because I don't feel that way. So that's it right there. So now you can go with the same brush, but I want to show you because I want to save that brush actually in case I have to go back and do some cleaning, so I don't want to put product on it. So then the other brush I like to use for the crease, this is the diffuse crease, the E38 from Sigma. I think they still have this brush, but the barrel is different. It's not, I don't think they have any more of the copper ones anymore. So for the outer crease, we can go in with the shade next to it, Statuesque. I think I'm gonna do that one, this shade right here, because it's like a very, this color right here, we're gonna go with that one. So what else did I want to tell you guys? So just kick that up. See what I mean about the so yeah, my energy level has been very low ever since I've been here at this location. I have been, and I don't throw this word around very loosely, I've felt depressed. And I'm doing everything and anything possible to make myself not feel this way, because the situation is temporary right now. But it's just been hard. I've been struggling. But the good thing is that I have a good support system. You know, I have my friends and family that I turn to, and they've been so helpful and so supportive in this situation. And I am forever grateful for each and every one of them. So I think that looks good. I don't think we need to add any more dimension or anything like that, because like I said, the color, the look is very simple. So I think that's it. I don't think we need any more shades. I might go back in with something once we've done mascara and everything, but for right now I think that's good. So we only use 2 brushes, and they're both crease brushes, and I find like that's the easiest way to create a look, a very simple look. Use crease brushes because it diffuses the color and you can always build it, especially if you're not experienced in putting on makeup, or you're afraid of putting on makeup, is what I'm trying to say. Excuse me, I think I have to sneeze. Okay, so I'm back. I did have to sneeze actually. So we're gonna do eyebrows, and in this picture the eyebrows are very pronounced, very defined, which is not what I typically do. You guys know I just draw them in, whatever. Yeah, so back to what I said earlier, it's really hard for me to admit to people when I feel the way that I've been feeling. I gotta get closer. I'm trying to look in the mirror. And I'm going in with my GXVE from Gwen Stefani. And if you guys hear anything outside, I apologize. I think they're picking up the garbage or something. And I'm not someone who typically, like I said, I'm the fixer. So when you are the fixer, it's hard for you to go to people because people are so used to you being the person they come to and they talk to. So the minute you start talking to them, they're so used to like talking to you about their problems. And then you kind of just like, you know, go into your like I say, my therapist mode. And then it's like, okay. And you kind of just put aside what you were going to talk about. But I'm happy to say, like I said previously, I have been able to talk about this. So that's why I'm so able to talk about it here, let you guys know. So I just wanted to let you know that even though you see people that are like always have their put it together and they always look like everything is going great for them, sometimes they have moments where it's not, but they're not used to being the one who's quote unquote falling apart. And so they need the support system is what I'm trying to say. So if you have a friend who takes care of everything all the time for you, is always there for you, check in with them and make sure you're actually listening and making yourself available to them, because it's very hard for them to be that vulnerable is what I'm trying to say. And we're just filling these in. This eyebrow is always very sparse, you guys know that. I don't know if, excuse me, I don't know if I can make my eyebrows look as thick as hers, but I don't want them to look crazy, so I have to hunch down. I apologize for that. Let me see my mirror. I'm gonna do a little bit more, I think. Oh, sorry. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. If I'm editing and you can't see what I'm doing, I'll just cut this part out of me doing this eyebrow. And then piggybacking off of what I was saying earlier, the reason why it feels even harder for me is because the main person that I would actually talk to about my problems would be my mother and my brother. And if you guys are new to my channel, they have both passed away. So it makes it, I'm just gonna brush those out now before I put eyebrow gel on it. So when you don't have the people you're used to leaning on around, it makes it even harder. But like I said, I'm doing a lot better, and that's why I'm talking about it now. And that's kind of why I've been like MIA. Usually I'm MIA for, which I always tell you guys what it is, but I don't think I've ever been not doing my videos because of what I've been going through recently is what I'm trying to say. All right, so now let's lock in the eyebrows with the Patrick Ta. I was going to say Pat McGrath. Patrick Ta, you guys know ever since I discovered this is all I've been using. Let me get my elbow up, and then we're going to use the flat side, and we're going to apply the product, and then we're going to brush it through. And dip back in the bottle again. And this is always sold out, because I was thinking of getting a new one from Sephora the other day when I was there. And I don't think they had any in stock. So that's as dark as I'm going to get them. I don't want to look like Groucho Marx. Okay, so I'm going to put on foundation and concealer before we do the mascara, just in case a mistake happens. Or should I do the mascara first? No, we usually would put foundation on. Okay, so we're gonna put on the Makeup by Mari, which you guys know I did a review on this already. Like I said, very pleasantly surprised by this foundation. Where's the brush? Okay, and this brush, I did not, like I mentioned, I did not want to like it, but it's just, I don't know if it's, he really thought of the weight of this brush is, like right here holding it, it just feels very comfortable. And as someone who has problems holding things because of my limited upper body strength, it works really, really good. Like like I said, I can't get over it. So I'm gonna put some on the brush, and we're gonna just paint it on. And I know it looks a little crazy, but one pump is really more than enough. Let me do my forehead now. And you do have to work kind of fast with this foundation because it does dry fast. But it blends in so nicely. I remember when I picked this up, because I got the foundation, the brush, and the spray all at once, and I went to Sephora, I did an order pickup, and I remember the girl saying to me, she said to me, girl, this foundation eats, because you know that's the word. We would say slang from my generation, I think. Well, anyways, that's the word of the day. That's from my movie, if you guys didn't know. Anyways, yeah. And I was like, I hope so. In my head, I said, I hope so, because if you guys already know, the other one didn't work for me. So I'm just looking real quick to make sure if I missed any spots. All right, so concealer, we're on the hunt for a new concealer, guys. So I should have another video. By the time this is up, there should be a video for you guys of concealer. A concealer channels. I'm trying to see what I mean, like the stopping the I hate that. I hate it because for me, one of the things that really got me when I was in the hospital was when I couldn't articulate a word. Like my mind was just gone, I felt like, because I was on such a high dose of medication. Like they had me medicated out because they had to really get my inflammation down, which I don't know if I've said this before, but my inflammation was, okay, when they check your blood work, like if they want to see if you have inflammation due to like a muscle disease, they check, one of the enzymes they check is the CPK level. And normal CPK level is from 0 to I think 200. And mine was 13,000, not 1,300, 13,000. And I'm gonna go with my MAC NW30 Studio Finish Concealer. I think this concealer, they might not be making it anymore because I haven't seen it anywhere. So I like to go with this in here, and I'm gonna use a Real Techniques brush. This is a concealer brush, right? The Expert Concealer Brush. So my doctors were like, how are you walking around with this much inflammation? Which I was walking around, but I couldn't sit on low surface, like really low surfaces, because I would get stuck. I couldn't lift up my arms. I would crawl up the walls, which I'm doing again now because that's where my arms, my weakest part of my body is, like the middle part. So your core muscles, basically. So then, see, I lost my train of thought. So this is how I was, like where I lost my train of thought. I can't focus or whatever. And I know some of it is because, you know, menopause, because I'm already in menopause, girls and guys, if any guys are watching. And since I'm already in menopause, that causes a lot of brain fog, is what I'm trying to say. But during that time, I had a lot of brain fog. So it was not ideal. I'm trying to find the concealer I've been using, the liquid one, and I'm not seeing it. Okay, that's not good. Should I just leave it like this? And yeah, I don't know where I put that one. Like I said, I've been trying new things, and I feel like I've had a lot of darkness here. So maybe I'm just gonna stick with, I think I'm gonna just stick with the MAC one, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Or should I just, yeah, I'm gonna just stick with the MAC one. And then I'm gonna use my powder, and then we're gonna do mascara. Okay, yeah, because we're just doing the makeup. We're not trying to be all. So I also picked up my MAC powder finally, the Medium Plus, the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I love this powder. I used to always use it, and this is the shade right here. And I'm just gonna use that under my eye space. Like I said, I wanna do try to stick as close to the picture as possible. So yeah, so you probably can tell, like, man, you see, this is what I mean. Like, this is not my typical baseline. You guys know this. I am very energetic and this and all that, and I just haven't been. And I know it's not, it's the pain I'm in, that's all. It's hard to be your usual self when you're in pain. Oh, and then I was like, there was something else that's acting up on me. My elbow, I have, I guess, tennis elbow, and let me tell you, the pain in this left arm is excruciating when it happens. I have to rub, I've been rubbing arnica oil, which is really good if you have pain. Oh my god, is it good for pain. And I think lemongrass is the other one that I have. So this is what it's looking like, my base. And now we're gonna do mascara, and then we're gonna do blush and all that. So yeah, my elbow, so between my elbow and my back, yeah, it hasn't been been great. So we're gonna put on this mascara from L'Oreal. This is the Panorama All Night Voluminous Mascara. I thought it would be perfect for this look. So I'm gonna put some on, and this might stay in the video, might not stay in the video. If I'm talking, it'll stay in the video. If I'm not, then I'll cut it out. Do you see that? I absolutely love this mascara. It is amazing. And I might not do the bottom lashes because I gotta refer to the picture again, but I don't think the bottom lashes are, you know, let me check the picture actually. All right, so I just looked at the picture and there are a little bit on the bottom lashes. So I'm gonna finish my mascara, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do bronzer and blush, and then we'll do the lip, and then that'll be it. It's a very simple look. But what I like about it, it's like, you know, statement like. So BRB. Okay, so I am back. My hair back. I'm gonna use a little bit of this, the Rare Beauty Always Sunny bronzer stick. I haven't used this in a while. I'm just gonna put a little bit. Definitely been like, I've had a lot of extra fluid, and I don't know where that's coming from, because I'm on a very like no salt, low sugar, and all that kind of diet. I've been since, you know, since 1990, people. And of course I eat stuff, you know, but I'm very careful about what I eat. When I have my cravings, obviously I do have them. You know, I don't deprive myself of stuff. I'm using Real Techniques, I didn't say that. Soft sculpt brush. Because I feel like it's important. Life is about balance, you know? Don't deprive yourself of things. Because I feel like when you're constantly deprive yourself of things, like let's say, I'm gonna switch hands. You want, my thing is I love chocolate chip cookies, especially, that's like my go-to, it's my go-to, my default when I am going through something. Like I'm feeling, you know, that's my go-to craving. I love chocolate chip cookies. Like I could be really, really good about a diet. Like, because I've been on many different diets, okay? Especially in the beginning where they were trying to get me to, because in the beginning I was actually underweight. I lost so much weight that I went from a size 12, which technically I could have been a size 10, but I wore size 12 because I'd never liked to wear tight clothes, because I had very muscular legs and I was very athletic. So a size 12, I went from a 12 down to like a 7, to the point that I was so skinny that my uncle mistook me for my twin sister, Taryn, because she was the one that was always very petite, you know, in high school. So yeah, so that's how much. So my doctors basically, get back to my train of thought, they wanted me to gain the weight that I had lost because I was too skinny, which I ended up gaining it. But imagine being, if you've ever been on prednisone, so this is what prednisone is like. Even if they put you on 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, you want to eat all day. Literally, if you could just go to an all-you-can-eat buffet, you will eat there 4, 5, 6 hours and you will not get full. You will keep eating, eating, and eating. So it's not a good thing when they're trying to get you to not eat. It's hard, is what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna go with the blush, which I'm finally gonna use from Haus Labs. I got the shade Fire Moon. Absolutely love the French Rosette, and I love this new packaging. So for me, I feel like this might be close to the picture. It might not be. If it's not, then we're just going with French Rosette. We'll see. I'm gonna use my usual. I love this brush from Sigma, the F40 angle brush. I love it for blush. So yeah, so I went from how much they started me on, I think it was 60 milligrams daily. But then being in the hospital, I'm gonna dust some off on the back of my hand. I ended up getting worse because I didn't know, because, you know, we live and learn. And, you know, the doctors didn't really know, because this is a very rare illness. I don't know what the percentages are now, but, oh, that's beautiful. When I was diagnosed in 1990, it was basically 1 in a million type of situation. Oh, wait, let me be careful with this side. I think I didn't dust it off. That's what it was. I didn't dust it off. So my mom said to me, you don't get sick, but when you get sick, you get the weirdest, most complicated thing in the world. You know, sarcasm. I'm gonna have to diffuse this side a little bit. Oh, this blush is so pretty. This is the right choice right here. Let me get another brush to fix this, because I think it looks a little. Let me just use the foundation brush. I think it's because I have a pimple here, just like going around the edges of it. So yeah, I didn't mean to dab it right there. I'm using the foundation brush, what's left on it, to kind of clean it up there. So see, cleaned it up a little bit here too. So yeah, so I went from 60 to 120 milligrams daily. So needless to say, I went from my size 7, then I got up to my, you know, size 10, size 12, and 14, 16, 17, 18, and I kept going up and up and up. And the heaviest I ever was a size 24/26 in the hospital, because it was water weight. I was puffy. If I could find a picture, which I have to really dig, I'll pop one in here so you guys can see how my face looked. I got a lot of really nasty comments. Like when I went to my prom, I knew I always wanted to go to my prom, and I knew I wanted to go with my brother, which thank God I did end up going with him. I mean, I did get asked by other people, but let me tell you a story about that real quick. Story time. So there was this guy, I did have a crush on him in high school, but we went out a couple of times in the summertime. I thought they were dates because we were hanging out in the summer. I mean, we never kissed or anything. And then when we went back to school, he acted like if we didn't spend the summer together, like if we didn't do anything. And I was like, okay, so I guess we're just friends. And he had a big crush on this other girl in school, which I was like, oh, it's because he really likes her. So that's okay. I was like, no sweat off my thing, because I've never been a person that I'm going to try to make someone be with me. Either you be with me or you don't, right? So when prom time came around, I was still, obviously I wasn't in the hospital yet. But I was, like I said, 2 years trying to figure out what's wrong. I was just feeling tired all the time. And then towards the last year, like my senior year of high school, that's when things started moving rapidly, where if I fell down, I couldn't get up by myself. I needed help. I couldn't climb stairs. One time when I was cleaning the refrigerator, you know how you squat down? I couldn't come right back up. My mom had to help me. And the last time I fell, I was walking to school, because I started walking to school because I couldn't take the bus, because I couldn't physically climb the stairs, no matter how many times I tried. Then I was with my sister, my twin sister. We were walking. I'm trying to remember what happened. And then I suddenly tripped on something, but because my hip muscles were so weak, which I didn't know this, I know this now, I went flying to the floor, and I ended up hitting my chin, and I cut my chin. It was all scraped and everything, and it hurt like son of a bitch. And I was crying because I was scared, because I couldn't get up. My sister tried, and we both couldn't. And then luckily this man was walking by, and he helped us get up, helped me get up. And he says, you need to go to hospital. Something's wrong with you. You're too young to not be able to get up. And luckily my mom hadn't left for work yet, because my mom was a social worker, and she was due to go to court that day for a case. And we ended up get catching her before she left. And my mom, of course, was worried, but she couldn't stay. And she said, as soon as I come back, we're taking you to the hospital, because it was like close by or whatever. But anyways, we were there, and the rest is history, like I say. Then from there, we went to the doctor, and if you guys want me to talk more about that, just let me know, because it's a long story, so I can continue that another time if you want to know. So I'm going to take out this, what's that called I had on my lips. This is what I mean. See what I mean? Lip balm. Thank you. From Fresh. All right, so here is the star of the show. The drama is this lipstick. I felt like it was like the perfect shade. I haven't even put it on anything, but when I saw it, I was like, this is the one. So it's from Rare Beauty, and it's the shade Strong. Oh, ironic. I picked this because I want to feel strong. Ooh, I don't even know what look at the packaging. I haven't seen this. I bought this a long time ago, guys. This is pretty. So you push it. Oh, it's already, oh, is it, oh wait, I think it's already out. Yep. Wait. Oh yeah. So you push it and then it pops out. That is nice. I love Selena Gomez's packaging. Amazing. So I have two lip liners here. I have the ColourPop Lippie Pencil and BFF3. So I'm going to try that one first. And if it's not dark enough, or if I don't like Calypso lipstick, then I'll go with my Charlotte Tilbury, which is, what's this one called? Pillow Talk 3 Intense. One of my favorite lip liners. So let's go. I got my mirror. I'm going to look down. So this is BFF3 from ColourPop. You know, why do I grab my mirror when I end up looking at the phone? Anyways. Okay, that's good. I'm not going to fill in the lips because I just, like I said, it's for the lipstick. All right, so let's twist her up. Oh my God, look how pretty she is. Oh, love it. It's like a brownie. Doesn't smell like anything, so we're going to apply it. And I am going to look down for this. Oh yeah, that color, the lip liner was good. I used to have BFF4, but I can't find that one. So either I lost it or I had to get rid of it. This is going on so smooth and it feels so nice on the lips. One second. Okay, everyone, so this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for listening to me today. I was just sharing a little bit with you guys. Let me know if you like that or not. If you want more, if you have questions, just ask in the comment section. I do not mind answering. But what I like about this look is that it's very versatile for the fall. If you want to change it to a dark red lip, you can. If you want to do a nice wine lip color, you can do that also. But nonetheless, I absolutely love how it came out, and this is going to be a very nice look to wear for the rest of the day. So I will see you guys in my next video. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful day.